bag, Fanny bag, Prada bag, Louis bag, Gucci bag, Birkin bag, she in a bag, she drip, she swag, never mad, she glad.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Red Couch Conversations. Um, y'all, so listen. As y'all can see, I do not have a guest. It's just me, and I'm kind of doing like you know, putting y'all in the know about things. Um, that's what today's episode is going to be. I want you guys to feel free to call in to the show. I'm going to tag my number and pin it down at the bottom of the live. So if you guys want to call in, feel free to call in. I got I got something to say first and foremost. You know, doing this podcast is not an easy thing. It takes a lot of research for my topics because I try to bring quality content. I try not to only just bring my opinion of things that are going on. I try to bring facts and then I add a little bit of my opinion to go along with it. But it's really hard to like try to find guests because when you are doing something that and it's really like just a startup type thing, people don't really take you serious. It's like it's to me I feel like it's almost like when you are um like when you baking a cake. You know, it's like nobody wants to bring the eggs, nobody wants to bring the milk, but everybody wants to come over and get a slice. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel it is when it comes to me being a podcaster. Like I've asked people to come on the show, and they either just don't show up, or they'll call me at the last minute and say that they have something else that they want to do. And I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth because I am passionate about this show. Sometimes, most of the time, I be having an attitude. I ain't gonna lie, but I have to realize one of the things that I have to realize is that my passion is not everybody else's passion. But one of the things that really like affects me is when I hear people saying, like just say for instance, when they don't show up to my show or something like that, and they be like, "Well, I didn't know it was that serious." That, my friend, is a slap in the face because it's very serious to me. And like I tell people all the time, if Ricky Smiley invited you on your show, you would go. You would dare not just leave him hanging. You would be excited. You would tell everybody that you was coming on the show. You would do, what you had to do so everybody would be tuning in and, making sure that your friends heard you on the show. Well, I have the same attitude that Ricky Smiley have about his show. I got that same attitude about my show. It's my passion. And while it has not taken off the way I would like it to, you cannot tell me in my heart of hearts or in my soul that it's not going to eventually take off because I know that God is going to reward me for the hard work that I put into this show. So, with that being said, today is my very first solo show, and one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can carry this show by myself, so I won't be so intimidated when it comes to doing it. Thank you. My producer said I got this. My dog. Okay. I won't be so intimidated when people tell me no or when they say they're not gonna show up or whatever, because it's an old saying that they always say the show must go on, and hey, the show must go on. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. My sister is doing her thing. She tagging everybody, and I want to say hey to everybody on all the channel. I'm on all my pages, Black on Only page, my personal page. Thank you guys that are watching on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. And for the people that don't know, if you could go over to Simply the Baldhead Truth YouTube page, subscribe, hit the button, like, and comment. I really appreciate that. So, hey, little brother. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, this is different for me today because I'm doing everything myself. Generally, I just like, have a conversation with somebody. So, bear with me because I'm going to have to switch back from my notes to watching you guys comments and everything. So, today is totally a one person's show, okay? So y'all bear with me a little bit. If y'all have any comments or y'all have anything to add to the conversation, please make sure that you give me a call. We are live right now, and the telephone number is 972-900-3334. So make sure that y'all call in and help me out a little bit. So first of all, I want to start off with what's going on with me. So every time I'm going to conduct this show just as though I have a guest, okay? So I always talk about what's going on with me. This past week was a rough one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that went through things that I go through in everyday life, it will break them. But I have, I've talked to you guys before about dealing with depression, and it's like when you're dealing with depression, something can happen and it will trigger you, and it will make you feel like life is not worth living. I have identified the fact that I suffer with depression, so it makes it a little bit easier for me. But I want to tell you guys today that what you have to understand is that mental health awareness, that is very important. Y'all need to make sure that y'all check on people, because I'm telling you, it has depression does not discriminate. It doesn't matter if you are black. It doesn't matter if you're white. It doesn't matter if you're young, old, gay, straight, whatever. Depression does not discriminate. I tell people all the time that depression is sort of like herpes. And people be like, what do you mean? I'm like, because like herpes will flare up and then it'll go away and you don't have to deal with it for a long time. But that's how depression is. It'll flare up and then it'll go away, and then you gotta you deal with it again. It'll come back and like it never left. And it'll come back with vengeance. And I'm telling you, y'all, please make sure that you check on your strong friends, because sometimes a smile in the street is tears at home. So y'all make sure that y'all check on y'all strong friends, because I tend to check on my friends. Like I have groups of friends that I know that they're going through things, and instead of just sending them, or calling them because I know that they have a lot going on, I send hearts. I'll just send a single heart to let people know that I'm thinking of them and let them know that I love them. So, my hearts, they translate to that. So I just want to make sure that y'all just check on people, okay? So, I want to let you guys know. So, I have been selected to be a part of a Rock the Mic contest that will be going on here in the Dallas area. It is going to take place at a sneaker ball. The sneaker ball is going to be, let me see, y'all. I meant to have everything. The sneaker ball is going to be given by the Statuist Queens, and it's an annual sneaker ball. They have it every year. It's here in Dallas. It's going to be it's going to be Friday, April 14th, and it's going to be five MCs, right? And I'm not talking about like rap MCs. I'm talking about like people that like host parties. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be five, and yeah, master of ceremonies. And I am going to it's going to be five of us, and I am the only female. And I was a little bit intimidated when I was told that I was when they asked me to be a part of the festivities and to do my thing, because I'm like, well, nobody really in Dallas really knows me like that. So I'm like, it's going to be basically the winner is going to be picked by like the crowd is going to pick the winner. So I was kind of like, man, should I do this? But you know what? I'm going to put it to y'all like this. Even if I don't win, which is a cash prize and a trophy, but even if I don't win, them people gonna know who the bald head truth is when she get off the stage. Yeah, right. The Sharon said, and they thought of me. And that's the absolute truth. Like, I feel like for them to even feel that I'm worthy to be a part of this competition, like, I really appreciate them for even asking me to be a part of it. So anyway, y'all, let's get to it. I'll have a current event that I wanted to talk about. Um, I want to talk about what's going on in the news with down in Tennessee. The lawmakers are trying to pass a law that makes shooting people by deaf people, the death penalty by firing squad. They're trying to make that legal, okay? And so they are trying to pass this law that if you get sentenced to death row, you can be killed by firing squad. And when it came before Congress, one of the lawmakers stopped the meeting, and I guess he seconded the motion, but he wanted to add an amendment to it because he wanted them to be able to add also that people that are on death row can be hung from a tree. And this is my thing is, like I said, I'm not going to talk about this long because we have a topic to get to. But one of the things that I want you guys to know is that these are the lawmakers that you guys are giving jobs to. These are the people that you are voting for, and these are the people that you are voting for, so they work for you. And I did a little bit of research about this, and it says, so what I'm saying is that blacks right now is 47 people on death row in Tennessee, okay? And out of the 47 people on death row, 24 of the people are African American, okay? African American men there's 24 of them. But what's crazy to me is that in Tennessee, blacks only make up 17% of the population. So when you put like how the percentage of the population that they make up compared to the fact that it's 24 blacks on death row, I just think that y'all need to think about that a little bit and just think about the fact that black people are the ones that's going to take the brunt of this shit when it comes to being hung by a tree. Like, you can't tell me that it ain't some good old boy type shit. So 1 minute, like, you see comments on my own YouTube or what? What do you see? Okay, what you got? Let me see. Okay, so yeah, the 17% of the population, and damn near like for 24 people to be black men, like it's just some good old boy type stuff going on where they want to. For him to add that he wanted to hang somebody from a tree, y'all, come on, man. Y'all need to pay attention, get out there and vote. Make sure that these people know that y'all are the ones that are responsible for his job. Now, don't get me wrong, on Friday, the lawmaker that even added the amendment to be for being hung by a tree, he retracted and he apologized, and he was like he didn't know, he knows that his comment was insensitive. No, you mean what you say. Like, I feel like when people say stuff like that, you have to take it at face value, because he was really showing what he felt about black people. So it's no apology that you can give for something like that. And what's crazy about it, so I did a little bit more research, y'all, and like I said, this is not the topic of the show, but it's like it is 41% of the people on death row in the entire United States is black. 41% of the people on, I'm saying it again, 41% of all the people in the United States that are on death row are black. But their statistics say that we only make up 13% of the United States. So that's damn near our whole community, y'all. And the thing about it is that now I keep telling y'all about getting out and voting, and making sure that y'all hold y'all lawmakers accountable. Like, I know that people be telling y'all to get out and vote for president and stuff like that, but you gotta vote in them small elections too, because it's like when you are voting for the president, you voting for the CEO of the company, but you need to vote for your team leader. You need to vote for your supervisor. You need to hold there. It's like voting for your union steward, basically. People that are in that work at jobs that have unions. Y'all know how it is. You got to vote for your union steward. So when you voting for these small local politicians, that's who you voting for. You're voting for the people that's gonna go and speak for you. Okay, so y'all need to make sure that y'all pay attention to that type of stuff. So anyway, if you got any comments, like I said, you can call in at 972-900-3334. I'm taking all comments or whatever. And also I wanted to say but the 13 we make up 13% of the population. And I was talking to one of my sorority sisters today, and her and I were talking about, like, it's so many things that's be coming up. Like, just say for instance, I was looking on TV the other day. So they got these, Pixar is doing a movie, and they made Tinkerbell black. The comments alone, if you think that racism is not alive and well in the United States, I don't know where you at, because I'm telling you, some people are, they don't hold their tongue, because they feel like they in an economic place, or that they don't care, because they know that the people that's helping make decisions got their back too, and they feel the same way. So y'all, I'm just telling y'all need to make sure y'all pay attention to what's going on. And another thing, let me say this, and then I'm gonna move on again. People don't understand. People sometimes, we don't understand why why white people hate us. And I don't want to turn it. I know that my show sometimes go like it's not a black versus white type things, but I just came to kind of like try to give y'all the facts of different things that's going on. Like, we celebrate towns like in Tulsa, Oklahoma, like the Black Wall Street and stuff like that. But what we need to understand is that it was a whole bunch of towns that was like Black Wall Street, because the thing about it is that, I mean, and like I said, it was a whole bunch of towns like Black Wall Street, but the white people would come and they would burn it down. We were like functioning with bankers and doctors and lawyers and storekeepers and hair salons and all that type of stuff. And they were burning these towns down. And the only one that they talk about is Black Wall Street. But listen, let me give you something to think about. When slavery was over, y'all, we were the ones that during slavery, we were the ones that was doing all the work. We had all the skills. We were all the farmers. We were the butchers. We were the ones that was, taking care of people. So the white people ain't really have skills like that, because they were overseers. You know what I'm saying? So it started a long time ago where we were like, I'm telling you a little bit, y'all just gotta pay attention to some of the things that's going on. Like I said, if you got any comments, make sure that you that you call in at 972-900-3334. Please call in. Help me, y'all. I'm trying to do this show.
Choose folks in Walmart and listen to your story. They said amen.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it.
Monique says Mississippi is trying to bring back the Jim Crow laws.
Mississippi, let me tell you about Mississippi. Somebody pulled my coattail about what's going on in Mississippi, and they have Mississippi is trying to suppress the voting rights for blacks in Mississippi. They are making it hard for people to register to vote. Now, you got people that want to vote, and then you got the people that's not going out to vote because they feel like they vote don't make a difference. So we got a large percentage of people in our community that's not voting. So there was a man that I read an article about, and he is a social worker, and he lives in Mississippi. Now, when he was a teenager, he got in trouble for forgery, okay? But after he did his time, he paid his debt to society, he ended up getting out of jail. He went to the service. He served his time in different wars and everything. He came home. He went to college. He got a master's degree, and he became a social worker. He like he is now a grown man with a logical thinking man that has been educated, has paid his debt to society, and now he can't even vote because the laws in Mississippi will not allow him to vote because he has a felony. This is the type of stuff that we need to be, and I don't want to even say marching about, because marching does not do any good, y'all. That marching shit is played out. You got to get out and let these people know. First of all, you got to vote. You got to know the power of vote. Vote for your aldermen. Vote for your local state representatives, and have these people stop it playing games, okay? Because they be up in Congress and they be up in the House of Representatives and stuff like that, and it's a popularity vote. And people, you'll just go through and like, I know that name and mark it, and these people are being put in power because they are taking care of the people that are putting them in power. So y'all need to make people work for y'all vote. Okay? Y'all hold them accountable for the things that are going on in your community. Like I said before, one of my homeboys, Lavish T. Williams, that lives in Detroit, he ran for police commissioner. I did not even know what police commissioner was. I honestly didn't. I'm like, dang, I'm thinking to myself, my ignorant self is thinking, wow, he is a police officer, or I didn't know he was a police or whatever. No, the police commissioner is somebody that holds the police accountable. So he would have been able to listen to our concerns because he is in the community, and then take them back and make sure that these police are doing their job. Well, that's one of the number one things that we complaining about right now is police brutality and the police being policed. If y'all don't get out and vote, I don't know what to tell y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna move along. I can't stress enough how important it is to get out and vote and make sure that your vote count and your voice is heard. So that is what's going on in the Black community when it comes to politics and laws and everything. We are going to take a brief little break, and when we come back, we will be talking about something that's going viral in the news right now. It is a young man that has 7 baby mamas and 7 babies, and he has voice that he does not take care of any of his children, and he's not feeling any kind of ways about it. So I'm going to play this video, and when we come back, we're going to talk about that. Just play the video. We're going to just play the video.
I got 7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children. But the crazy thing about it is they want me to be responsible for some children I told them I did not want. So for some years now, some of them been trying to get in contact with me, access denied. Because I don't really know why you trying to get in contact with me. I done told you I did not want them kids. So don't expect me to be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull out because I'm not the one that's going to have to carry a baby for 9 months. It's the woman. In my opinion, women should be more careful on who they sleep with. Because you're going to be like, one of my baby mamas trying to find me so I can financially support a kid I done told her or them I did not want. Another thing is, these just jump offs. These the type of women that I ain't even had to do nothing for. The bare minimum, but they gave me access to their body, and they think I want to be a father to a child for one of them? Like, I don't even have no type of love for these women. How do they expect me to love these children? Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this shit and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
I'm absolutely speechless. I am absolutely speechless to know that this is a mentality of men out here, because I'm gonna tell y'all this. He not by himself. He is not by himself with the way that he feels. And I'm gonna speak to the women first, because I can't, I'm at a disadvantage because I'm not a man, so I can't speak for the men or whatever, and I don't want to really bash y'all too much, because I'm hoping that this is like a minority of, he stands in a minority of people that feel this way. Hold on, I got to call y'all. Caller, hold on, caller. Caller, go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for calling in.
Hi, I was calling just to say woo that video. With that gentleman or whatever you want to call him.
Girl, I don't even know if I want to call him a gentleman. I don't even know if I want to call him a man or not. I just feel like at this point it's just probably safe to just call him a sperm donor.
Right. Okay. Because this is my thing. I try not to be so judgmental of people because it's two sides. But we as women, this is what I get. We as women, we really have to be careful. I understand we all go through different things through life, but we have to love ourselves. It
starts there.
Because it's niggas like that. It's a lot of them like that. He's not the only one. He's just the one that's saying it. But we just got to do better, teach our babies, because it's appalling. We can go off on him all day. It's out there. He has no respect for me for life. All he cares about is a nut.
Yes.
And, it is what it is with him. But I just say we just got to stay in prayer and just continue like how you doing. I want to commend you too. Don't give up on this.
Thank you.
Keep going. Keep going. People will come. God will send people to come and watch like they should and have a part, because that's what we need to do as a community. Get more involved in what's going on in our community. And this is going on with this man and women. Just like you got women always want to shake their ass, and then you're surprised when a man deposits something and then don't want to pick up the phone and you got a baby.
Right. It's like, I'm going to tell you this, like, I feel like it all comes with maturity when it comes to us women too. Like, I mean, I know that I was at an age once before where I felt like, well, it ain't about them. I'm looking for the feeling and I don't care about this. But when you get older and you think about being a responsible adult, you have to take some accountability, like for your own body. Like, I feel like this. And, I was talking about it on my last show, and I said, sometimes I feel like I done turned into a prude, because I be feeling like once I give a man my body, what else do I have? Like, what else do I have to give him? Like, to me, my body is precious, especially the fact that I have fought for my life before with my illness. You know what I'm saying? But women, we have to hold ourselves to higher regard, because a conversation alone could have rectified a couple of these situations if they had just had a conversation with him and found out what his viewpoint was on if I was to get pregnant, or what's your thoughts and stuff like that. Like that could have eliminated a whole bunch of this bullshit, you know?
But you know what it is too? We don't teach people to read people.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga told them who he was.
Yes.
From the time he opened his mouth, whether they drunk or whatever, he told. I can't see him not. Look at how he talking and how he told them who he was.
Yes. Yes.
And we as women have to stop trying to make people over. We have to accept what we see. We have to read.
Girl, you is preaching to the choir.
I started over and had a baby, and I'm teaching her so much how to read people.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, that's so important. People tell you, be quiet. Don't always talk. Listen.
Yes.
Listen to what they're telling you. They're telling you who they are.
Yes. Thank you so much for calling in. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Georgia. This Monique, Mark Twain girl.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate
you.
you.
Welcome, honey.
Thanks a lot.
God bless.
Thank
Bye.
you. I grew up with her. So sweet. Thank you, Monique, for calling in. Yeah, so that's one of the things. Like this dude, like conversation alone would have let you know that where his viewpoint was on different things. I mean, this dude is raw. Like you can't tell me, like, don't get me wrong. If a person set out to deceive you, they will. But like he said, I don't have no emotional connection to them. These women were just jump offs. So my thing is, first of all, me myself, if I date a guy and I got a number in my head. If you got more than 2 kids, I'm not trying to be bothered with you. Then if I'm talking to you and getting to know you, and I know that when you coming around, I ain't seeing no kids, because you got time between when you have sex. Just say, for instance, if you do, let's say worst case scenario, you have sex with this dude on the first night. Hopefully that ain't what you're doing unprotected, but say you have sex with him within a couple weeks of meeting him, and you get pregnant by him or whatever. Before you even find out if you pregnant, because it take about 6 weeks for it to show up that you pregnant or whatever, you got time to be around this dude. And if you ain't never seen his kids, if you ain't never seen him talk about his kids, you ain't never seen, what makes you want this dude to be your baby daddy? Like, I don't get it. But it also comes from, I'm going to say, if he had daughters, then they are probably, it's a good chance that they will be in a situation like that themselves, because they're looking for love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up with a great father figure. He was consistent in our lives and everything. So I know what it is to be loved. And I'm not looking for a father figure. Some of these people, they spend their time trying to substitute what it is that they didn't get at home. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way that I can be involved with a dude that does not take care of his kids, because I just look at it like, my way of looking at things is a little bit different. Since I've had breast cancer, I be looking at a person like, I can't get involved with you and I can't invest in you if I see any characteristics in you that show that you might not, if something happened to me, I can't have you there. Or you won't be there for me. Because I've been in a situation like that before, y'all. When I found out that I had breast cancer, I was kind of dating somebody and it just wasn't a good situation. So I just feel like now I look for those characteristics. Like I ask people questions like, these kids nowadays, they be quick to jump into bed. And the thing about it is that another thing is that they use abortion as a form of birth control. And it's like the guys, they think that the hardest part about having an abortion is coming up with the money. But what they don't understand is the trauma that is putting these women's body through. Like, if you don't want to get a responsibility to the man, I can't say, why don't you take the responsibility and get on birth control? Like, it's too easy now. You can put a ring up in you. You can put stuff in your arm. You can take a Depo-Provera shot. You can go the old-fashioned ways, or you could just not have unprotected sex, because the guy is not going through stuff. You know, it's an old saying, mama's babies, daddy maybe, and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sins of the parents are passed down to their children. Yes, I'm telling you, it is. But and the thing about it is, what he don't realize is that he's breeding little girls and little boys that's going to imitate the things that he's doing. But like I said, women, we have to take responsibility. You have to know, you have to be responsible for your own body first and foremost. I mean, it's not cool to just lay up and have a baby by somebody and then just think that, you know, I'll get on the system, or, you know, my family is going to help out with this. And because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you had a good parent, they did their job. Grandparents is supposed to enjoy their kids. They not supposed to have to raise your kids for you. All the help that grandparents give to you is just supposed to be extra. Like, my mom was not the type of person, she'd be bothered with the kids when she wanted to be bothered with the kids. She'd take them out of town when she wanted to, but she let it be known, don't have no more kids than you can take care of. And you see, I don't have any. So that just goes to show you. My sister had 2 boys, and my sister she still is, because you never stop being a mother. My sister is a damn good mother, okay? But this new generation, they have a baby to keep the guy, or they have a baby to keep the girl. And the thing about it is, they not thinking about the kids. Like, you're going to have to pour into these kids. You are investing in these kids, trying to make them where they are a functional part of society. Like, I don't get it. Like, call in. I would love for a man to call in and give his viewpoint on it. The call-in number is area code 972-900-3334. It's strolling down at the bottom of your screen. Make sure that y'all call in. If it's a man out there that can call in and give us a little feedback as to what they think that's about this dude. It's 7 baby mamas and 7 kids. And he said that he does not want any attachment to these kids. He don't want emotional attachment. He's not going to be there financially. Like, what I can't understand is, how can you be in a world and know that something that you created or took part in creating is living on the other side of town, and you not concerned if they eating at night, if somebody is doing something to them? Like, what kind of person are you that you can just turn it off mentally and not have any kind of concern for a part? Because that's your genetics over there. That's your DNA. It's a little face that's right. He's emotionally detached. But I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, he did not grow up with a father in his family. So he does not know the importance of having a man in his family. He probably just feel like he's okay. But he don't know that he's missing a lot in his self. And it's just like he's just out here spreading his seed. And you cannot blame the man totally, because he
Why y'all not wearing condoms?
right, why you not wearing condoms? And where the women, you have to take responsibility, because you can't tell me what to do. Like, they got everybody talking about they taking abortion away or whatever, and it's my body and I got the choice if I want to abort a kid or whatever. But you also have a choice when somebody is telling you what they not gonna do, or they telling you, or they showing you by what they not doing with other kids. You got to wake up and stop thinking that you different. You are not different. My god brother told me when I was growing up, he said, all these women out here be thinking, oh, I got good stuff. He was like, it's all pink and warm on the inside. And if it's a good one, it's going to be wet. So my thing is, don't think that, oh, I'm going to show him a trick. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. It's just, you can't change nobody. And the thing about it is, that good feeling lasts for what? 45 minutes for a young person. If you talk about me, 10 minutes, okay? It ain't gonna last long. And to expect for somebody that all your relationship is based upon is sex, to step in and want to be a father to your kid, I just don't. It's hard. But women, then you want to take them to court. Then you want to do child support. Then you want to do this, and then you got kids that you thinking about how to make him financially responsible for the kid, but you're not thinking about how these kids are being left behind when it comes to having somebody to do their homework with them, making sure that they have the bare necessities of the things that they need when it comes to clothing and stuff like that. And then 9 times out of 10, these women, they got a baby by him and he done went on about his business. We not expecting for you to be by yourself for the rest of your life. So therefore, now you going on to meet somebody else. And hopefully you done learned a lesson from the situation that you was involved in with this person, and you make a better choice in the future, but that's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. They'll go back out and get us the same kind of dude. I'm telling you, I was just talking to a guy on the phone I think it was last night, and I was telling him that one of the things that I can appreciate is when a man is honest with me, because I don't have to try to figure you out. I like the brutal truth. And this right here was crazy about it is that 9 times out of 10, it's going to be some chick that's still going to have sex with this man that done posted this video, because they either are going to be wowed by the fact that he's the viral guy that went on there and he has 7 kids, and they not even listening to the content of what he's saying. They just looking at, oh my God, that's the guy that was on the video, girl. He on Instagram, he going viral or whatever. Oh my goodness, he look good. Now you laying up with him. He having sex. And if you ain't scared to have a baby, my mom used to say, if your dumb ass ain't scared to have a baby, be scared to catch AIDS or herpes or all these other degrees. Right. All these other diseases out here that you can't get rid of. Like, sex is too casual. I know I talk a lot of crap. I'm telling you, I know. I am the one that, if a guy talk crap to me, I'm coming back with him. I can hang and talk up under their clothes and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm just talking. Okay? I'm just talking. I'm not about to, I got to know who you are, because if you're not scared that you are having sex with somebody, think about it like this. You having sex with somebody and you think that you can change them. So you doing all this freaky stuff with them. You doing all the stuff that because you think you're going to make them change their mind and all of that stuff. What about the fact that they might become attached to you? And then you realize that you really don't like them. Now you got to try to get rid of them. And these dudes nowadays, they won't just go away. You got to think about shit from all different angles, ladies. You can't just think about the fact that, oh, I like him. Everything that he's telling me is going to be true. These dudes and females, for that matter, are mentally ain't right here. And black people don't believe in mental illnesses and stuff. So they not going to get no help. They just drinking or smoking or, it's all kind of drugs out here now. And you don't know who you laying down with. So if you're not scared to get pregnant, if you're not scared to catch a disease, be scared that you might be laying down with somebody that's going to come back and knock your mother scooting head off. Okay? I'm telling you. So I'm just, I just wanted to come to you guys today because it's really frustrating to me to see where society is going and how just real relaxed we are when it comes to having babies. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to have sex. I'm just being honest. I want to have sex. I do. But I'm cautious at the same time because, like Sharon said, soul ties are real. It is real. Like, you get up, but when you get up, you leaving something with that person. So y'all better be careful, right? Y'all got to be careful. Y'all just got to be be better. Like Black said, black men don't believe in therapy. And it's crazy to me that has been one of the things that they've been saying for so many years, that black men don't believe in therapy. Listen, sometimes you got to talk about it. And you might not think that going to a therapist, you might think that going to a therapist is weak, or going to a therapist, I ain't no punk, I don't go to a therapist. Listen, your homeboy, Peanut, Junebug, and all them, they ain't gonna help you, man. The only thing that they gonna do is wait until you leave, and then they gonna talk about your ass. So it's getting therapy. Talk to somebody. I'm telling you, y'all, I today was talking on the phone to two people. This lady on the other side of the camera and one of my sorority sisters. And I'm telling you, I cleanse my soul, because there's some things that I'm dealing with that came to the surface today that I didn't even know that I was still dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like childhood traumas shape the type of adult that you are. So you have to deal with those different things, because it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. But women, I need y'all to take responsibility. Fellas, I need y'all to do better. But at the end of the day, it's our decision. You can't just take the full responsibility of your situation sometimes, only when it's beneficial to you, and then want to play that victim all the rest of the time. That's not how it works. If you lay down with somebody and then you decide to have a baby, in the real world, yeah, you supposed to expect them to take care of the baby and do the things that they supposed to do. But at the end of the day, you got to find out who you having sex with. You got to know who you decide to have a child with. And I'm gonna go this one further. I'm gonna go one further for y'all. If you don't know the way he think when it comes to taking care of kids, I know damn well that you don't know what kind of genetic disorders or illnesses and stuff like that. So you might be setting yourself up for having a baby that might come here with Down syndrome or cerebral palsy or whatever it is that can be genetic, because you don't know these people. You don't know. But that's a whole nother topic. And I'm just hold on, Mark Anthony, this is my fairest friend, said, we as people have lost their way. God created man, and one man is from a man. A woman is a helpmate to a man. That is God's commandment. I understand that. But the thing about it is, what you're saying is right. I agree with you totally. That is what the foundation of the relationship between man and woman is. But we have come to the point where people not looking at biblical phrases, and they not referencing the Old Testament when they starting to date nowadays. You know what I'm saying? What we need to do is start adding stuff. Like, we need to take it back to back in the day, but it's so many factors that kind of cloud that, with how we've progressed. Like, women, we not really like the helpless damsels in distress trying to be, saved by men, and men, right? And nobody ain't waiting until they get married. And when men are not being the head of households like they supposed to be, so the roles are not like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, women, we got to start looking at our bodies more like a temple, and place some more value on yourself. Because I swear to God, once I have fought for my body and fought for my life, I'm not quick to give it to somebody that easily. And if I give it to you, you better cherish it like I cherish you. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a one-way street. I'm going to cherish you because I value you. But I'm not going to sit around and see the signs of a person not appreciating me, or I'm not going to listen to the conversation that we're having and not take those things and make rational decisions. Like, if right, red flags. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. But before I let y'all go, I want to say this. I went down to that Dallas market once again, and I want y'all to look at this. This is called Berkshire Winery. It is a black winery. When I tell you this guy has like a variety of different wines, and if you guys will please check out the wine, check out this his website. I'll post it on my Facebook page later on. But I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Go on there. He has peach flavor. He has raspberry flavor. He has like all different. Like this is a sangria. Like, and it's really really good. And like, just say for instance, like one of the things that he showed me is like when you shake the bottle up, it has like these flakes in it, like it sparkles and everything. But this guy is going to be on my show soon, and he's going to be talking about, you know, different things that are going on with, you know, business owners dealing with racism even down here in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really trying to get his black owned business off the ground, and he's doing, you know, pretty good. But we need to support this man. Make sure that y'all check it out. Berkshire Farms Winery. Make sure y'all go online, place an order, support this man. Let him know that the Bald Head Truth sent you. And, you know, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I was really nervous about this show. If you guys can just share, let people know what, you know, about me. If they haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, just mention me. Say, hey, you know, there's a chick that, you know, she's trying to get her show off the ground, because all it takes is this show to get in the right hands, and it could change my life. If I had the opportunity to do it for you, I would do it for you. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, all right, until next week, I will see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you share the show. I am the Bald Head Truth, and you have just been a part of Red Couch Conversations. Peace out. Bye-bye.